place. Feeling okay. Let's go! One more mile! Let's get unofficial time was 1:57 flat. I'll probably get a more official time when I get home. So back to you, Paul. Hey, what's going on? Just putting on this nice little medal right here. Hey, what's going on, y'all? I hope you enjoyed that little Oaktown Half Marathon recap little thing. I didn't record that much because I was actually trying to PR during that time, but I know in the last clip of that part of that video, I said that my unofficial time was 1 hour 57 minutes and flat, which is a PR for me because my last PR was 2 hours and 3 minutes and 36 seconds, 39 seconds. But my actual PR official time was 1 hour 56 minutes and 36 seconds, which like blows my last PR when I ran the Long Beach half marathon in 2014 by 7 minutes. So I was running the Oaktown half at a 8 minute and 54 second pace, which was also a surprise to me as well. So let me throw up my pace here and then kind of talk about me kind of going through this run. So really quickly, so during this run I was like being really conservative. Before the race I was telling myself, oh hey Paul, like try to get a 2:10, you know, just because you haven't ran a half marathon in such a long time. You know, that's just me being pessimistic and being like, okay, you know, set your goals low so that if you don't get to it, it's not a big disappointment. And then kind of talking to some friends, they're like, hey man, like you've been running a lot, try to get at least like try to PR if you're not going to break 2 hours. So going into the race, usually my longest like 11-mile run was like averaging a 9:30, and to get 1 hour 59 minutes and 59 seconds, you would have to run a 9:10 pace. So for me, that was kind of daunting to think about, okay, I have to take off 20 seconds each like mile that I run. And also like me negative splitting, trying to do that during training was not the best. It was really hard for me because I would usually start off really fast, or you know, not properly, just kind of get into it, and then have to remind myself to slow down. But then I kind of spent a lot of my energy in the beginning of my training runs, and then towards the end of my training runs I would just like really slow down. So I think the good thing about running this the Oaktown half marathon was like, you know, during the start line there was a lot of people. So I was trying to pace myself and do something a little different, where I was like watching my Garmin Vivo Active, like just tracking my time, telling myself to like slow down throughout the first 7 miles. So for the first 7 miles for me, the pacing was, hey, run a 9:30. And any time that you'd get into a moment where you'd get excited and you run a little faster because people are like cheering you on and stuff like that, remind yourself after a little bit to slow down the pace and continue to run a 9:30. So for miles 1 through 7, I ran a 9:30. Had like moments of like where it spiked just because there wasn't a lot of people out for this half marathon. So like it wasn't a thing where like, oh yeah, I would run fast, because then there are like a bunch of people cheering all the time. You know, you get caught up in the moment and stuff like that. So 1 through 7, running a 9:30 pace. And then from 7 to 10 miles, I ended up running a or trying to run a 9:10 pace, which worked. I think for me, I was just like looking at the clock, looking at my watch, being very stringent and disciplined, which is not a thing that I use really often during my training run to make sure that I at least get close to that goal. So the bad thing there, the one thing that I like got messed up on was my Garmin was about half a mile off. So every time I would like pass a marker, you're like half a mile off, which like really messed me up because I was just like, oh damn, like I'm not tracking enough. So I was like, you know what, F it, like I gotta make sure that I run before the clock strikes 2 hours just to be safe. Yeah, so from 7 to 10, I ran a 9:10 pace, or I tried to run a 9:10 pace, and then from 10 to 13 towards the end, I just kind of stopped looking at my watch, started kind of pushing it a little more than I could. But I PR'd. I'm super excited. I think for me, the lesson here is to just trust the training, and when it's time to perform, go full out. Because I think if I did this race and was telling myself, oh, I kind of feel good at the end of the race and I'm not like exhausted and I don't fully feel spent, I would have regretted it. And if I didn't even PR and stuff like that, I would have been like, damn, you didn't even try that much, So I'm looking forward to doing more halves. I'll probably do the Alameda half coming up in September. So we'll see what happens. Halves are so much more fun than full marathons. It's just a quick 2 hours and boom, you're done, instead of like 6 hours. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know if you liked it. If you didn't, this medal is probably one of the most coolest medals that I got. It just looks so freaking cool. But yeah, that's it for me. I'll probably make another video about the Alameda half coming up in September when that happens. But yeah, until next time, y'all. Thanks for watching. Peace.